I go around from business to business and town to town, and I try to spread the money around a little bit because I've got vehicles that I get worked on. I've got different things that I do, and I see you can't hardly get any kind of service anymore. You can't. Everybody's grumpy. Everybody's in some kind of turmoil. All this stuff that's going on in our country and this world has gotten people to where they're really not neighborly anymore. They're not. And it's getting harder and harder to do business out there. And if you really can't do something on your own, or if you don't have time to do something, you'd rather just pay the money and help somebody's business out and take something, it's going to be very difficult for you to do from here on out. I'm telling you folks, you cannot get into hardly any mechanical shop. You can't even get in an oil change that ain't scheduled out a week or so in my area anyway. And I know there's going to be some smart aleck on here that's going to say, well, I can go down there and get an oil change right now and it won't take me 5 minutes. Yeah, that's your area. Move along. If you don't want to listen to what I have to say, you can move along. It doesn't matter to me, okay? Because I have what I've got going on. I've got my world. I've got things that's happening in my life. And the reason why I do these videos is to help people out there that may be experiencing the same thing. Now let's get to the video. You want to know why we're in the shape we're in, folks? This channel has been known to stand on truth, to stand on justice, to stand on things that we need to keep in our principles and our morals, and that we need to have our history and our livelihood. That's what this channel is about. It's about preserving our history. It's about seeing where we are now. It's about watching the decay of things going on in our life, in our world. You want to know why the church failed? And let me tell you something. I see all kinds of hogwash videos about this subject because most people, you know what most people argue about the most when it comes down to churches and organizations and 501c3s and this and that and this and that, and gets everybody in a little turmoil and gets their old butthole hurt just because somebody believes a different way than them do. Let me tell you what happens. Let me tell you. Most people get caught up on the pre-trib, mid-trib, post-trib. That's what they get caught up on. And they will fuss and fight and kick and scream until they're blue in the face of which one it is. And you got these different religions, and you got these different cults and different cultures out there who believe this way and that way and what have you. Let me ask you the real question. What does it matter to which one it is? What's it matter? Does it make you feel better if it's post-trib to be a prepper? In my area, I grew up in a world where it's pre-trib. I also know people who believes it's mid-trib. But ever since I got on this platform, this is definitely a post-trib platform. And guess what? I don't care which one it is. I could care less. Because let me tell you something, folks. If you are covered under the blood of Christ, it does not matter. Newsflash, it doesn't matter. Because, folks, basically, we are one breath away from eternity, whether we like it or not. And if you ain't covered under the blood, you're going to miss the boat. And that's just the way it is. And so many people on here want to point the finger at what's going on. They want to point the finger at somebody else saying, it's his fault. It's Barack Obama's fault. It's Trump's fault. It's Joe Biden's fault. It's Mitch McConnell's fault. All of this crap about these people and pointing fingers and blaming this and that and this and that. You want to know what the real problem is, folks? You want to know why the country's in a state of decay? The country is in a state of decay because the church is in a state of decay. You want to know why the church is in a state of decay? It's because the family is in a state of decay. We are on an extinction level event. And it all has to do with the decline of our family. That's where it began. A country will not stand if the family unit does not stand. If men can't control and run their own household, how in the hell do you think they're going to control and run a church? Or how in the hell do you think they're going to control and run a country? That's where we are. But too many people get on here and argue about the little things. They argue about this, the left, the right, the middle, whatever. The only way you're going to change anything in this world, the only way you're going to change anything is to change your world. And that's it. And that's where we are, folks. And that's the reason why this country is crumbling right before our very eyes. Y'all be safe out there.